What's going on, everybody? This is John J Gaming on the mic, coming at you guys with some more ACSA content. We are continuing through the ACSA inaugural season, starting with week 9. It's going to be a great set of games here. Little tripper header action for you guys here, so do me a favor and please smash that like button as well as hit subscribe if you do happen to be brand new to the channel, and like what you see as well. We're going to get this game underway. First game that we got going here is the South Idaho State Ranchers going on the road to play against the University of Wisconsin-Kenosha, home of the Comets. And these Comets, man, they are right now in the hunt, coming in at 4-4. They are looking to get into the Midwest Conference Championship game, and they are certainly right in the thick of it. Meanwhile, South Idaho State just trying to improve over the last 4 games of the season, sitting at 2-6. Might be out of it unless a minor miracle happens out here on these streets. And South Idaho State, man, they actually got themselves a little bit of a drive going here. We got 3rd and 1. Garland gonna actually go over the middle, gets flipped on top of his head. He gets back up. Surprised he did not end up with a concussion. Garland will drop back the pass, both plays later, gets it off to Decker, who dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Ranchers. And just like that, South Idaho State putting some shock in the Comets as they open up with a 13-0 lead early on. Here as we almost had ourselves a great play there, but it's going to be incomplete though, as that would have been a touchdown. We were able to get that pass off, but instead on the very next play, they try to run it up the gut. It goes horribly wrong, giving up a fumble, and wow, the Ranchers went 3 and out. They were able to turn that to a field goal. And South Idaho State, man, they're looking pretty solid here in this game. Not the most high-scoring game in the world so far, but they still hold a 19-6 lead so far. As Garland will drop back the pass once again, going over the middle again to Decker, who is hit as soon as he makes the catch, but does hold on to it. Kiko Decker already with a touchdown here. As Garland will drop back again, this time going to Ford over the middle, who gets him across the 40-yard line. A very good play for a first down for the Ranchers, as once again we have ourselves another good drive here, looking to extend this lead. Though that time the pass gets knocked loose. Now facing 3rd and 12. Gotta get 12 yards here. And Fords gets some more than that. Gets him across the 25-yard line. The Ranchers now deep inside Comets territory. It's now 1st and 10. Going over the middle of the Ford again. Another first down for South Idaho State. We got ourselves inside the 10-yard line here. Garland will drop back, go over the middle, and that could have been a touchdown, but it was dropped. Hopefully that doesn't kill them though, as they go 2nd and goal, going over to the right-hand side. Ford's not going to make that drop though. He finds himself in the end zone. Touchdown, Ranchers. And South Idaho State putting the hurt on the Comets, up 26-6 right now. University of Wisconsin-Kenosha needs to win this game in order to remain in the thick of the hunt in the Midwest Conference Championship game, as they go over the middle again, over to Ellis, who has a nice spin move, gets away from the defender, and he's going to break a long touchdown catch. The first score of the day in terms of touchdowns for the Comets. They have the opportunity to cut this lead down in half, but look at this. They are actually going to go for the 2-point conversion here. Bold strategy, caught in as they try to dive for the end zone. Levine gets up in there. So very risky play, but the 2-point conversion is good for the University of Wisconsin-Kenosha. And it now turns into a 12-point game once again, as Garland and company is back out on the field trying to go long on the very first play, but it's incomplete. And now 3rd and 6. Garland going to try to scramble out. He actually makes a move upfield and slides down almost across the 45-yard line. I guess I don't know what else to say other than, this has been a surprising outcome so far, man, if I say so myself. As the Ranchers, this is the best that they have looked throughout the entire course of this season so far. As we got another first down once again. As we go into the fourth quarter now, 1st and 10. Gonna go to Caven up the middle. Gets a nice lane upfield. Only one man to beat, but he's brought down inside the 15-yard line though. What a tackle. And now 1st and 10 following a long run. Garland making a man miss. Gonna throw towards the end zone. Gets it to Ford again for his 2nd touchdown of this game. South Idaho State looking extremely good. And thanks to that touchdown throw, it is now a 19-point game once again. As now the Comets need to get themselves together here to try to make any hope of a fourth quarter comeback as they go over to Buchanan on the left-hand side. Nearly picks up the first down. The clock is still ticking. Got to get this first down here if you're the Comets. So go to Bellini, who has a nice lane up the middle. He's got some lanes to work with. And he's brought down close to the 45-yard line, though. Now 1st and 10, following the long run. Levine dropping back, going over the middle. It's nearly intercepted. It falls harmlessly to the ground, however. It's now 2nd and 10 again. Levine dropping back the pass, going over the middle. Gets it to Ellis. Ellis able to get across the 50-yard line for another first down for the Comets. Now, once again, another 1st and 10 here. Levine dropping back. Gonna throw it over the middle. He's got a man. He's got Ellis. And I don't know if he crossed the plane, but the officiating staff will reward him with a touchdown off the long throw. And on top of that, the Comets going for 2, trying to throw it over the middle. But this time they are not so lucky, as the 2-point conversion is actually no good this time around. So it is a 13-point game despite the touchdown by the Comets. And the Ranchers have the football once again. This time getting it deep to Gregory. First time we said his name today. And wow, what a throw by Garland. Man in his face as well as they go to Gregory a 2nd time and able to pick up the first down in the process. It's now 1st and goal coming up here. Garland will drop back, throw it to the right-hand side, goes to Gregory a 3rd time. Man wins the day. And South Idaho State is going to come up in here and take this dub. Winning by a final score of 40-20. South Idaho State pulling the upset. Definitely hurting UKenishaw's Midwest Conference Championship chances. As we'll now shift to the exact opposite corner of the country, going from Wisconsin to an even colder state. We go to the great state of Alaska, where the Burrow State Huskies are playing host to the Tacoma State Rockets. Should be an explosive matchup, no pun intended there. As Burrow State, we're going to cut to them with the football. Tacoma State with a 3-0 win as Coleman tries to make the hurdle up across the 20-yard line. But the hurdle doesn't necessarily work. As we will go ahead as look at this. Olario able to get a nice run off of the quarterback read option. As now we got 1st and 10 again. Olario going to the right-hand side. Gets it to Beecham. Nobody there to stop him. As a diving defender went for the interception. The bold strategy did not work out for them, Cotton. And the Huskies get on the board for a touchdown. Taking an early lead here. Tacoma State, though, they have a reputation for being a very darn dangerous offense. We have seen it in the past. We might see it here today in this big Pacific Conference matchup. So now we got 2nd and 10 coming off thanks to the incompletion. Powell will drop back to pass. He's looking around, going to get it to the right-hand side, but it's not connected. An incomplete pass there leads to a 3rd and long. Foul going to drop back, trying to throw to the right-hand side. Gets it to Busby. But Busby is able to pick up the first down, though. Now, 1st and 10, following that first down grab. Powell going over the middle. Gets it to Busby again, who's flipped over, but is able to hold on to the football regardless, though. And is able to get across into the red zone. We'll see if the Tacoma State Rockets can finish this drive, and they might do it with Busby as he dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets. And just like that, they retake the lead against the Borough State Huskies. One thing I will say though, since we are in the great state of Alaska, I am surprised, given how late we are in the season, that we don't have any snow on the ground, given how incredibly cold the great state of Alaska is. But it is what it is, still a pretty close game, and the Borough State Huskies do have the football here early in this first quarter of play. As we got a long pass play for Horton, who nearly gets away from the last line of defense to get into the end zone, but is brought down inside the 40-yard line. And now, 1st and 10. Wario dropping back, throwing over the middle, tries to get it to his receiver once again, was incomplete, broken up at the very last second. Now 2nd and 10 coming up. Wario throwing to the left, gets it, but it's incomplete again. Drop passes, man, not a move. As Wario will have to throw over the middle again, but there's not much luck on the side of the Huskies though, as they throw themselves an interception, giving the ball back to Tacoma State, who has a very dangerous offense to work with. As look what happens. Engage 8, they send the house, and the house falls down on top of them. Another touchdown for Tacoma State off of the interception as well. Tacoma State only in this first quarter of play with a 17-7 lead. So Borough State, they gotta get their act together, not necessarily known for the offense. So gotta definitely come through here as they go over the middle. Finds Muhammad down the sideline. And is finally brought down inside the 30-yard line. That will certainly help the cause. But can they build off of it though? They try to throw over, but look who intercepts it. It's Robinson from Tacoma State. It's his 2nd interception of this first quarter. So great defensive play by Tacoma State. And because of that, Tacoma State has the football once again. As Powell will try to throw the right-hand side. Gets it to Lanning. But it's broken up at the last second though, so now they're facing 3rd and 10. As Powell will drop back, it's a Lanning, this time holding on to the football. No need to worry about those big hits this time around for the first down. They're across the 40-yard line thanks to that catch. As Powell once again coming up throwing, get it over the middle, but it's incomplete. Patted away at the last second again. It's now 2nd and 10. We see a rare run for Kinsley, who does pick up a nice little 7-yard run this time around. Is now 3rd and 3 coming up. Powell coming upfield, able to slide down at the very last second, avoiding a big hit, and more importantly, able to keep the drive alive. As Powell trying to go over the middle one more time, but it's intercepted himself. Young of Borough State makes the play happen. And so, 1st and 10 for Borough State have an opportunity to come ahead and make this a one-score game. It's been a very exciting first quarter of play. Wario will try to throw once again. Gonna go ahead and scramble though, as he fumbles the football himself and gives it right back to the Rockets. So Borough State with 3 turnovers in the first quarter of play. Been a sloppy performance for the Huskies, and that has ultimately been the difference maker so far, as Tacoma State now holding a 20-7 lead, as Wario will go over to Paschal over the middle for a nice first down. His first yards of the day is now 1st and 10. Wario going over the middle, tries to connect on that drag concept, but throws it a little too far ahead, resulting in the incompletion. As the Borough State Huskies, despite that incompletion, are still driving downfield once again, putting together another pretty solid drive. Is now 1st and 10 once again. Wario dropping back, gonna throw over the middle to Thomas, but he fumbles the ball, and once again, Tacoma State, they out here recovering. And so another turnover for Borough State, as they're trying to take advantage of it, but this time their defense does bail them out though. They end up turning, the ball over themselves. So 6 turnovers in this game, man. It has been wild up in here in the great state of Alaska. I don't know if it's just really cold and we can't see it, because it's obviously not snowing right now or what, but a lot of turnovers in this game for sure, man. You wouldn't expect that from Tacoma State with their high-powered offense. As Wario will try to throw over middle, gets to the beat gem, and right on cue, another turnover. Turnover number 5 for Borough State, as it still remains a 20-7 game, despite the fact that Borough State has not been able to hold on to the football whatsoever. Backup quarterback's in the game because the starter actually got hurt, but the backup gets himself a touchdown himself as Busby gets wide open downfield. Rockets finding the end zone again, another touchdown for Tacoma State, as they do end up making this a 27-7 lead. So they're opening up. Borough State need to get to work here, as Wario will drop back and go over the middle. Look at that. Look at that. Another turnover. Turnover number 6. And that was all in the first half of play. And the even crazier part is, they're still somewhat in this ball game. If they were playing like a Bluffton Tech or a Warwick or an Oaksterdam even, this game probably would have been over. We probably would have simmed out, or at least cut towards the end and go to somebody else. But right now, you know, Borough State, if they can finish strong here in the last couple of minutes, they can still make this a ball game. But it is 30-10 though. Wario needs some points on this drive, gets it over to right. He has a nice spin move and is able to pick up the first down because of it. So first down for the Huskies. Now first and 10. Wario gonna go ahead and try to go upfield. Able to pick up 6 yards there on that play. We like seeing that for sure. Now second and 4. Wario drop it back, going to the right hand side, but it's incomplete though. Incomplete pass. Now another third and 4 going to Paschal. Tries to get it upfield, but it's a fumble recovery on that one as well. Another first and 10 coming up, trying to do what you can do, but unfortunately they had to go ahead and punt this football away. Because now Tacoma State, they take over once again, and Busby gets loose again, and they can't bring this man down. Busby gone like a girl in a country song. Touchdown Tacoma State. And they continue to open up this lead here. 37-10 now. So it's going to be really hard for the Huskies to come back. But let's see if they got a little bit fight left in them here in Big Pacific Conference play. As now we have third and short now, as Olario gonna go ahead here and get it at least a manageable third down situation. Wario does pick up the first down the next play though. Spurbeck getting loose as well. One man left to beat, who does just enough to trip him up, long enough for the rest of his team to catch up. It'll be interesting to see if that ends up saving a touchdown, because if it wasn't for that, that's an easy 6 points for the Huskies. But now, at the very least, Borough State having to work for it even longer, and time is certainly not on their side, but Borough State does eventually find the end zone though, courtesy of Thomas finding the end zone for the first time in the second half, as they'll end up going for 2, handing it off to Coleman, but they are well short however. So the 2-point conversion doesn't even work out for them. As now we got second and 8. They do force a free and out on Tacoma State, so hey, maybe we can see a little bit of a run here. We'll just have to wait and see. As Wario will drop back, third and 8 coming up here. They are able to slide down, actually gets brought down from behind, but still a nice gain though, able to get to the 40-yard line nonetheless. Because now we got first and 10. Wario dropping back to pass, he's looking, gonna send this one downfield, he's got a man! Horton, here's a who, and Horton finds the end zone, touchdown Huskies. We'll see if Borough State goes for 2, and they will elect to go for 2 points once again. As Wario dropping back to pass once again. Gonna eventually try to scramble himself, but he's even worse in the last 2-point conversion. 37-22 right now. Look at this, they have the ball again, but that's going to dash the hope. So as Tacoma State able to come up in here in the Great State of Alaska and get a nice win, as Tacoma State is able to win this one by a final score of 43-22. As we will now get into the last game of today's ACSA action, we have the Sunshine Conference representative and the University of Southern Virginia Danville playing against an unaffiliated conference team in Utah Valley Christian. We haven't heard much from Utah Valley, but they have had quietly put together a pretty solid season. Currently sitting at 5-3, and this will be the first time that we see these guys in action. As Hughes will drop back the pass, go over the middle to Santiago, but that's not a really good impression to make as they fumble the football over to the Scarlet Stain. But they don't do anything with it. They end up going 3 and out though. So the Mormons of Utah Valley Christian have the football. Now 2nd and 7, going to Payton. Another turnover for the Mormons. The Danville defense putting in that work in the first quarter of play, but the offense can't do anything once again. Another 3 and out. It'll be interesting to see how long it holds up, but Hopkins finally breaks the 0 egg off the scoreboard. Hopkins with his first touchdown of this entire ball game, able to get into the end zone. Touchdown Mormons. And Utah Valley Christian gets on the board first, taking a 7-0 lead. As another 3 and out by the Scarlet Stain has Utah Valley Christian back out on the field with its offense. It's now 2nd and 4, going over the middle to Hopkins again, who takes a shot. Was able to get himself right back up though for a first down. Now 1st and 10 coming up. Hughes dropping back, going to the left-hand side. Santoso able to make a nice catch despite having his legs taken out. Now 2nd and 4, Hughes dropping back the pass. Got some time in the pocket, gonna throw it at the last second. He's got a man, and it's incomplete though. Could have resulted in a long play, but the pressure forces a imperfect throw, which leads to the incompletion. But they recover on the next play though, as Reese finds the end zone for them on the very next play. Another touchdown for Utah Valley Christian. And now sitting at 14-0. Things might get worse here as we have these moments where Southern Virginia's Danville, the Scarlet Stain, forced inside their 5-yard line because of a great punt, and then proceeding to fumble the football. Although they somehow managed to not come away with any points. I don't know how you managed to pull that off, but they did manage to do just that. They did not pull it off whatsoever. Now 3rd and 8, gonna see Costin take it to the right hand side, able to keep his balance long enough to at least get to midfield. That's the first time we've seen the Scarlet Stain reach the midfield marker. They've been inside their own territory this entire game, and it's not gonna last long either. It's another interception for Utah Valley Christian. And it may not look like it on the scoreboard right now, but the Utah Valley Christian Mormons, they are dominating this game. I would not be surprised if they go to one of the nicer bowl games in the ACSA when it's all said and done. But for now, Hughes going to go ahead and scramble, actually do the smart thing and slide down here. He's now facing 2nd and 3 now. Hughes going to drop back the pass again. He's looking, going to try to send one over the middle and gets it to Baker. And Baker's going to be cooking in that kitchen with another huge play. First down for the Mormons. We'll see if they cap it off with another touchdown, and they do. Hopkins with his 2nd score of this ball game, able to make this 21-0 here in the great state of Utah. The Valley really standing up in their first ACSA appearance, as they have forced another 3 and out once again. So Utah Valley with the opportunity to extend this lead even more. As Hughes going over the middle, gets it to McCarthy this time around, just outside of the red zone. Complete dominance just ensuing at the moment. As now a few plays later, 3rd and 6, get it to Knight, who is able to do the noble deed of getting across the first down marker. As now 1st and 10, Hughes dropping back, going to the right-hand side, finds Brothers going the wrong way initially, but eventually finds his sense of direction. Still picks up a decent gain. As we start the 4th quarter now, Hughes looks to cap off what's been an impressive day for this Utah Valley Christian team. We'll see if they can finish strong, or if the Scarlet Stain can come out here and make, an impression and finish strong here to end this football game. But right now, it does not look good for the Scarlet Stain, though, as there's another touchdown for Utah Valley Christian coming out here, making this a 28-0 lead. Now, 10. Hughes dropping back, gonna go over the middle. He's got himself a man, gets it to Hopkins. Hopkins almost breaks another one, but a shoestring tackles does bring him down as they still move forward. 2 plays later, going to Hopkins again for another first down. The Danville defense, they simply have not had an answer for the Mormons, particularly for Hopkins. He has 2 scores himself. Let's see if we can add on to that, as that pass is deflected away for right now. An incompletion there. As now we see 2nd and 10 now. Hughes dropping back to pass. He's looking around. He's going to throw over in the middle and finds Knight. Able to get across into the red zone once again. Utah Valley doing a great job in the red zone. 4 for 4 so far today. Might be able to make it 5 for 5. It's on top of the first down. They even had a pass interference. But, it really only does is bring him across like half the distance of the goal line. And there's another touchdown for Utah Valley Christian. The Mormons going to be ending up out here cruising to another victory, winning by a final score of 42-3. An impressive win. So after that impressive performance against, University of South Virginia in Danville, let's go ahead and check around the ACSA to check out, what other teams play, what other notable scores to look out for. So Oaksterdam actually hosted the Hebrew University of California in the Big Pacific Conference, and they ended up winning by a very close margin, winning by a final score of 20-19. Oaksterdam still undefeated, one of the few teams left in the ACSA that can say that. They're now 9-0 on the season. The other game to watch out for was this David Crockett game from the Big Southwest Conference. They played against New Mexico Tech, who is still desperately looking for their very first win this season, and they're still going to have to keep looking. New Mexico Tech loses its 9th straight game after losing to the number 9 team in the nation in the David Crockett Mavericks by a final score of 34-6. They improved to 8-1 to keep pace with some of the other teams in the Big Southwest Conference, fighting for that, be one of those 2 top teams that play for the conference championship game. Now, another thing that I wanted to know, because I just noticed it as I was recording this episode, there's a few cases where, there'll be, a team that would play multiple times throughout the week. So the Minnesota State Twin City Beavers, they actually played twice. They played Eastern Wisconsin at Port Washington, and then they also played Rochester. They played at the same time. And then same thing for Tacoma State. We saw the episode where they played against Burrow State, home of the Huskies, but then a little bit later they turned around and they played University of California, Calabasas. Obviously, teams aren't supposed to play twice in 1 week. That's not normal. That's a bug that is in the maximum football game. Just saw that today. So watch out for some of those. See if some of those extra games play a role in final ACSA standings. Hopefully it doesn't, since teams are obviously supposed to play 12 games. So that's something to watch out for. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and check out some of the games that will be in the Wednesday. I believe Wednesday is the next ACSA primetime game, so we'll check out, we'll do a little preview for that before we sign off. So tomorrow night we'll actually see the Iroquois Eagles go on the road to play against the Huafa Chiefs, 2 teams that are both ranked in the top 25 in the Big North Conference. And we also got a rivalry game, between these 2 squads in the Big North, so it should be a very good matchup to watch out for. Hopefully you guys are excited for it, and if you are, do me a favor and please smash that like button, as well as hit subscribe if you do happen to be brand new to the channel. This is John J Gaming on the mic, hoping you guys are all out here having a wonderful day. Take care, everybody.